Hey everyone, what's up? Shadowlands back for another video. Today we have another first look video, this time looking at the other new map Commodore has released, Hell Gate. We had Deadly Dunes a few days ago and I predicted that Hell Gate would be out probably by around September 3rd or 4th, and it looks like we already have our first look on the website. They've posted a dev blog. I will post a link in the description below so you guys can go check that out. I want to read off the description of the map they've offered, and then some of the interesting parts about it. Now, just a heads up, this is not my gameplay. It belongs to MarconiTeknoCAE, who has generously donated it to let me use in this video. I will put a link in the description to his channel, so definitely go check that out. Other than that, let's dive right in. First, the description of the map. During a battle between JSF and Creed soldiers in a secret laboratory, both teams were taken down by a mysterious sleeping gas. They woke 4 hours later in a giant room. The concrete room was filled with empty crates and drums, with only one enormous iron gate offering escape. Confusion turned to fear when a voice announced that their true enemies were behind the gate. As the gate began to open, the lost soldiers prepared to fight for their very lives. Now this is a very interesting map because it actually changes based on the decisions you and your team make. This map seems to be a lot more team-based than a lot of other maps Commodore has released in the past, although it seems to retain some things from like Death Room, where it's very close quarters, and using sniper rifles may not be your best shot in this map. However, what's interesting about this map is that it seems to actually change shape depending on the decisions you and your team make. Depending on when and how you decide to open the gate, the map can completely change. They have 5 different schematics labeled A1 through A5 and B1 through B5, which I suppose are the Alpha and Bravo spawns. And each one of these schematics looks very, very different from every other schematic, and I believe this is because of what happens when you open the gate. When you decide to do that, how you decide to do that, because apparently there's multiple ways to open it. My guess is that you'd have to either shoot the gate a lot to get it to open, or use a lever or a switch to open it, and there might be different ways to do it like that. Or you might just go up and start blasting it with something. I have no idea. There might be something you have to activate to get it to open. But depending on how you decide to do that, the map can actually change, which is very interesting. Now, while I've not tried this myself yet, it's certainly something I would like to see done, and I will probably post a video of it very soon, so expect that to come. Now, as far as weapons that look to be effective on this map, assault rifles, SMGs, and maybe shotguns. I'm not thinking snipers are going to be a great idea here. The map has a lot of vertical aspects to it, not so much in the horizontal. It's much more like Death Room like that, where you have a whole lot of area to move around, but it's actually pretty compact. The area might be more vertical than horizontal and on the XY plane, so something more to think about is that you're going to be running around a lot with assault rifles and SMGs, and like I said, probably shotguns. Now, if I had to lay that out, it looks like they're using a shotgun in the screenshot that Commodore has released. They are holding a FAMAS, so I'm guessing that's probably a hint that assault rifles are probably going to be better for this map. Although it looks like SMGs, from the way the map is laid out, SMGs are going to be very useful as well. Preferably things with low recoil. P90s are probably going to be very useful here. I'd also guess that a lot of really fast fire rate SMGs like Magpuls are going to be very good here as well. However, tap firing looks to be a key because I can see a lot of spaces where peeking is going to be a big problem. So having those kind of high accuracy, really good tap firing guns is going to be important as well. Snipers may or may not play a role. I'm looking at the schematics they have. Snipers are not going to be very useful based on the elevation levels that they've offered for the map, and it looks like base camping could potentially be a problem depending on when the gates opened. For example, the A4 and A5 schematics, if you look at those, there's a lot more area to move around. It looks like they're probably more sniper friendly, and that base camping could become a thing. If you look at the elevation levels on either side of the spawns, they look like they are very well varied actually, so it looks like there could be quite a bit of discrepancy between those two sides, whereas if you look at A1 and A2, they're very, very flat, which means that there's probably going to be a lot of room for SMGs and assault rifles. If you're trying to use a sniper rifle in a flat room, you're going to get a lot of kills, but you're going to get killed a lot as well, especially if you don't have very good aim. The only one that's very particular is A3. A3 appears very, very peculiar because there's a lot of open pillars in areas. It looks like there's a lot of stuff to hide behind as opposed to a very open battlefield. So it's a very interesting map, and I'm certainly looking forward to playing it. But thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, share your opinions below, and I will see you all in the next video. Shadowlands out.